Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AMRN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this may look like several days worth of time right there, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like through this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and just makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I have done this analysis before in the past. That's where these red and green line annotations are coming from, but it has been a while since the last update. So yes, these lines up here still do pertain to the chart, but in the spirit of, not having 8 million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion, just want to get rid of those because yes, they still pertain, but they're not really relevant anymore given this point in time. So today was a pretty rough day. Started yesterday as the price initially began to, sink downwards, or excuse me, I take that back. All started this morning, which actually bulls started off very nice. I mean, the price had ran all the way up there. So at one point in time, there was a nice solid green candle, but then I don't know if some sort of bad news or something came out that caused the price to roll back over, but just did not get much follow through today after that initial 30 minutes. So let's map out some levels of support. Then we can map out some areas of resistance. I realize this is getting kind of hard to see, but we have to go back quite a bit of ways into the chart's history to figure out where some next potential areas of support are. First area of support, which the bulls did do a good job of holding today, $2.75. This comes from way back here in the chart's history. It acted as a level of resistance, and a foundational principle in charting is when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So it did indeed act as support a couple times today, both there and then the price essentially closed right at this level of support at the closing bell. In the event the 275 area of support cannot hold, the next potential area of support would be down around the $2.67 mark. Now we're going to zoom back in and talk about some levels of resistance. So in the event this price does start to bounce, where are some of these hurdles at that the bulls are going to have to fight through? So let's talk areas of resistance. Initial area of resistance on any sort of bounce going to be right up here at about the $2.88 mark. This is where the little miniature bounce that happened today kind of ran out of gas. You can see it was bouncing and bouncing and bouncing, and then the party stopped right there. And then after that, 288, next level to keep an eye on is going to be that purple line up there, the 50-period simple moving average. I realize that level is kind of far up there, but keyword there being moving. So as time goes by, it's going to move its way downwards. You can see it's already acted as resistance a couple of times. Not saying it can't be broken, just saying that the bulls are going to have to bring their A game if they're going to not only break above it, but then maintain above it. So a lot of eyeballs on this one, quite a bit of volume today, so we'll see how the week closes out tomorrow. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.